Okie dokie. Streaming time again. Third run of Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. Last time we got to Turnbuckle's Manor, solved all the puzzles, and then got clapped. So, the thing about Turnbuckle's Manor is I don't think you can escape it like normally. In order to leave, you either have to beat Turnbuckle or die. And there's no healing in there. And I turned off the encounters. You might be able to turn them back on. So if I die to Turnbuckle again, I'm just gonna take the L, take the death, and grind outside the manor for a little bit, get a couple levels in, and then try it again. It should let you back in. Oh, I got the big yards. Yeah, I only have 2 colas left. Oops. And just to recap, Turnbuckle is a toy that Jimmy doesn't play with anymore, and he's afraid of the furnace. And so he's been rebelling so that he can continue to live. And we can't love that. And there's really no reason to try to hit the presence. There's no way you're going to be able to kill them before they open. I wonder if I can bully one of the or insult one of the gift boxes. Gotta stop this yawn. Smoke, fire, fire, fire. Everyone's startled. Oh, that like reset it 2 turns. That's pretty interesting. No, jerk! So if you can hold him off on having the presents open, that means it'll take longer for the next ones to show up. That could be worth it. Remember that an alarm clock from Jonathan heals for 50%. Probably just do a regular attack. Really gotta conserve Helga's HP, or MP. Yeah, stop that. Ugh, speaking of stop, I just can't stop this yawn. Now, consult one of them again. Let's go ahead and immunize in case it's another, status one. It's filled with bombs! Ouch. Look at that. Ah. That's immunocompromised, which means I can't heal them. Except with first aid. Jonathan doesn't have it. Turnbuckle! Oh, that wasn't immunocompromisation. Right, no, that's the Jonathan Bear effect. I was hoping Jimmy would go first. Ha! Evade. It's gonna be tough, but I think I might be able to win this. Insult it. High five on Jonathan Bear. Use a cola on Helga. Oh, butts. Ah, but he dodged it. First aid himself. But he's sick. Nah, because Buck is sick and immunocompromised. I'll instead have him cure Jimmy's immunocompromisation, and the other two are get a full heal. Oh no, it heals sick, not immunocompromised. That's right. I was incorrect about what first aid healed. I guess I'll use a mental. Let's use a comforting smile and vitamins. Imagine Bear. So this is where it gets scary, because now if he does a counter turn, I might just be extra hecked. No, I can't use Inner Rage on Buck because the presence will screw with it. He won't use the counter this turn though because he needs to respawn the presence. So let's spend a turn specifically doing damage. You can never really go ham, because if he gets a counter turn, it's just over. Guard. Black Spiral. High five. Attack. Insult one of the boxes. Top everyone off. Super Ball. His eyes are glowing, which means he's gonna do that stun attack next turn. Oh, but I got him! Hey, baby! That was a close one. Ow! Well, I guess this is it. But before I go, Did you have fun, Jimmy? I made a real haunted house for you to explore. Hold on, there's a quote I need to look up. Oh no, it's not on here. I have a secret game I'd like to play. It's a very nice game. Oh, it's a lovely game. It's a game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of rats and lice and the Black Death. A game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of rotting gardenias. Which one of you 5 would like to play my little game? That's how I'm feeling about Turnbuckle right now. That was worth it. I'm so glad you found it. You could have ignored it and moved on, but you didn't. I wanted you to come here. You wanted to come here. I can't tell you how happy that makes me. I know that my time in the fire is coming, but to play with you one last time, it meant more to me than anything. Thank you, Jimmy. Oh, little Jimmy with his turnbuckle. Got some loaded dice. And a jack-o'-lantern. And a reckless charge. Has a wide range of variants. Oh, it is stronger. Would you like to return to a safe place? Yeah, I'm not feeling great. But I can definitely go to a safe place with a heal. But just using the teleporter here. At some point there is a quest to expand your clubhouse. I forget when it opens up. I don't think it's for a little while. Jimmy, if you were a handsome, perfect, self-sufficient man, what would be the best way to get your attention? You know the type, the meticulous, beavery kind of guy. Maybe I'll just think that over some more. Ah. Definitely need a bunch of those. I'm glad I didn't have to take a death, because I am holding on to 3K bucks. Hey Jimmy, I think my mom is finally cooling off. Since you came back, she's barely frowned more than normal. Visiting again, huh? I wish my son would take a cue from me. Not that I want you to visit at all, Baka. You're scuffing up the floor. And I'm loud. Oh, that's right, I could also deposit at the clubhouse, I'm pretty sure. There's an ATM there. Which in Jimmy's mind, you know, works both ways. The fights at the... Oops, wrong one. At the mountain now are much more doable. Yeah, let's go to the mountain for a bit. I don't think I'm strong enough to fight the boss yet. But I do think I can fight the regular enemies much more consistently. And so I can grab the treasures. If there are any. I don't remember if there are. At any rate, though, I'll get some experience, which I do need right now, for sure. was it you had to go? Do you react to any of this? Oh, I'm scary. No. Like, I know he reacts to something. I just don't remember. Whoops. Buttons. I just don't remember what. At this point, Jimmy is spec for magic, yeah. Oh, I know. I'm gonna give Jonathan Bear the rad sneakers. It'll lower his damage, but since his main use is to chuck items, it'll make him better at that. Buck only 800% physical damage, takes 50% of your health. It's pretty exciting. So let's play around in here a bit. How nice, they even set up a tire swing, but it doesn't have a tire. Oof. The Hindenburg, throbbing feathers, Screet! Screet sounds like something Vinny would say. Still kind of biodegradable. Yeah, now Jonathan's. Ouch! Yeah, he evaded. Ouch! Stop that. Admittedly, it's been a bad start. $750 experience, though. That's pretty nice. Hey. I won't be able to stay long here for sure. But maybe long enough to get an item or two. How does the Hindenburg work? Maybe if I hit it with as hard as I can, I can like kill it before it blows up. Yeah, I mean that worked. Okay, definitely want to... You don't want to focus Screed exactly, because he might run, you know, get away from you. Oh, I should be checking steals. Oh, and he can take flight too. Yeah, I should be using mana burn. Oh, that was a really low roll. Nice. Bonk. Yeah, that's about as far as I can get without really using items. But maybe I can do another run. Knowing the enemy's a little better should go a little further. And the experience is really good. How dumb am I? Right, that. There we go. I feel like there might be something back this way. Like something at the tree where Jimmy woke up. Would feel fitting, you know? No? Okay. Considering the startup time and the end lag, the dash barely feels any faster than just walking. Alright, went the right way this time. I definitely did need some levels too, since that turnbuckle fight was so close. And there's a very hard fight coming up. I'm going to have to grind soon anyway. What a joik. Yeah, he deals his remaining HP and damage to someone. Yeah, that's some variance. Nope, no can do. Another big advantage of using the dice is even if you're, like, fated to get bad rolls, you can just use skills, and those will not be affected by the variance, but they will be affected by the high base damage of the dice. So this is where Bully sort of comes back as being the good generic attack. Obviously the big ones, the Headlong Charge and the Reckless Charge and the... I keep forgetting to check for items. And the Magnificent Combo are going to be really good under the effects of the dice, but even just Bully will be pretty good. Interesting, if you finish a fight with that move, you don't take the recoil. That's really cool. Bat chair, nothing. Nice. No PUD. I'll have him heal. Ouch. Try to get him out of the way. What do you think he's going for next turn? No, fine. I'll just start hitting you. There, got him. Not going to be able to get much further. This is probably the last fight I can safely do. It's only one enemy, so maybe I can do more. Get slapped by a bear, but like a teddy bear, so it's not that dangerous. Alright, fine. I know when I'm not wanted. That's still a mite dangerous for my level. And it'd probably be safer, or faster even, to grind on enemies of an appropriate level. Incidentally, it is also not yet time to go into the spider cave. That's still unassailable at this level. I'm sort of just thinking of HP values when I talk about that, because I know vaguely what the HP values of some of these bosses are. And, like, for the bird and for the spider, it's like 20,000. And for Turnbuckle, I think it was like, I don't know, maybe 8,000. So, like, it's too much. They're not saying anything yet. You go over here, and previously there were just a horde of toys that you would have to fight. But since I beat Turnbuckle, I don't have to. Oh, I suppose I should be fighting these even if they're a bit below me. Oh, there's still some toys. Everyone else just do basic attack. Who cares? Oh yeah, that's right. It hurts. Ouch. It hurts to do physicals against the brambles. Wow. Filled with confidence. Double imagination experience on the next fight. And a haunted bicycle. Or the song Haunted Bicycle. Boxes. See if I can beat one of them before it opens. Probably not. Yeah, they're just so tanky. suppose the damage does still count, so it's not the worst. None of them have anything. Brr. No chanting the ancient tongue. No reciting the ancient tongue. Where do I go? Up this way, I guess. Oh, that's right. There's no reason to hit the skeleton fop. It's purely a gimmick where you need to pick the right bone. Got him. When you do that, you get like $1,000, which is really nice. I have a deal for you. It is only available for a limited time. For the low price of $2,500, I will sell you either as many Super Balls as you can carry or one Mecha Super Ball. Which would you prefer? Let's get 10 Super Balls. Our deal is complete. Hey, it's 10 Super Balls. Yeah, you can really... Oh, man. You can really see the effect of the Goon form. Leveling luck. 52 luck. 27. 29. 13. So even if Super Balls do get the double effectiveness bonus from Jonathan's passive, it's still better to use Jimmy by a considerable margin, since the Super Balls are purely multiplicative. Oh, it's scary. But he doesn't have anything, so just punch him. Hey, what if I shook you? What if I ignited you a little bit? No? Okay. Sure. Maybe over here. Oh yeah, okay. So that's the end of the dungeon. Are you traveling through? Gunther is afraid the path is closed for now. Gunther has so much work to do, you see. There is always work, so much work, but lately Gunther has had more and more. You're welcome to rest here until he finishes his shift. Yeah. Oh, guests. It's been so long. I'm sorry this place is such a mess. Gunther never has visitors, you see. Is this your first time in Whispering Valley? Gunther hopes the whispering doesn't keep you up. This is the valley where forgotten toys gather. They whisper to each other all night and all day. It can get pretty taxing if you're not used to it. Gunther uses earplugs at night. But Gunther hasn't been sleeping much lately. Too much work, you see. If the whispering keeps you up, remember that they're whispering about happy times. They're wistful little creatures' toys, always thinking about all of the things that were once imagined to be. Exciting, wonderful things. So much better than what they were manufactured to be. That's what gives them the ability to whisper, what gives them life, you see. It's breathed into them by their owners. Then it comes out, slowly over the years, over the thick dust that covers them, over the mold and mildew. When they've lost all hope of seeing that life again, that's when they come to Gunther. He takes them from the pile and puts them in the furnace. There needs to be more room for newer toys, newer dreams, newer memories, you see. Sorry, Gunther talks too much. Please rest. Is this the pelt of a scriv? We just came from a town of those. This feels wrong. This isn't good. Gunther needs to work, but your friend isn't letting him. Can you help? Jonathan Bear stares at the furnace. The flames dance in his glossy black eyes. Would you like to push him? Yeah. Is it already time? No, this isn't your decision to make. You don't get to choose what to forget. I can remember everything. I remember when you saw me on the shelf. I remembered the way you looked at me, your eyes filled with shiny, scrumptious greed. I remember when you held me close underneath your jacket as you walked past the cashier and outside with your mother. I remember lie after lie after lie about me. Do you remember staring at me as I sat at the foot of your bed? Do you remember seeing yourself reflected in my shiny black eyes? I remember sitting in the dark of the closet, and I remember waiting, and waiting, and waiting. And then I heard the pulsating mass call out to me, and its voice was sweet and deep, like the muck at the bottom of an ancient swamp. Do you remember all of that, Jimmy? Of course you do, because I won't let you forget. So at the end of the game, you can get him back in your party, which I find kind of funny. His equipment's been removed, though. That's nice. I made sure to strip him before putting him in the fire. Oh, Jimmy, I can't find your favorite toy anywhere. I'm sorry. And after we had just found him, too. I know how much it meant to you with Grandma giving it to you and all. We'll see about getting you another one, but they're just so expensive. Maybe if you're a very good boy, we'll get you one for Christmas this year. I'll talk it over with your father. Hey, I don't know what happened last night, but I'm glad that bear is gone. That show's for babies anyway. Thanks for staying with Gunther. Most of the time he is alone. Sometimes he wishes he could be like the toys he burns. They know what it's like to be filled with life. Gunther doesn't have the luxury of a spirit. He is just a body. Pour one out for my homie Gunther. The information guy's gone. Ashby's. Help. It's the sound of walking on the tiles, except I'm floating. Bear. Get it out of here. Beyond, beyond, way beyond. Seems like a good place to take a break. Would you like to go to sleep? Nah. Everyone's at full health. Yeah, so that's the end of your four-man party for a while. You'll get it back eventually. But it will be some time. Oh, that's right. You have to go to sleep first. Before you can continue here. It seems kind of odd, considering you just had a sleeping scene and now you immediately have another. But that's the way it be. Do you remember all of that, Jimmy? Of course you do, because I won't let you forget. Let you forget. Let you forget. Let you forget. Let you... That's really loud. Let you forget. Jimmy can see the ghost of his reflection in the static. That's so loud. Hey! Ghosts! Ghost school is super lame. I wish I were a rad ghost. If I were a rad ghost, I'd be too cool for school. But I guess that's what happens when a lame kid dies. He becomes a lame ghost, like me. We're looking to get children some new ghost clothes. Ghost school is about to start. Like, ew, skin and muscles and bones are so last year. Can you believe you're filled with blood and stuff? Gross. Oh boy, an actual child. I bet you're ready for some real mischief, aren't you, young man? Let's see if I can help you out. 300% magic damage on the cherry bomb. Super Ball is just 300% physical damage. I guess it's the Mecha Super Ball that's 1000% luck damage. Stuns and magic damage. Jimmy brushes off some dirt from his jacket. What if I shake the ghosts? Ew, get your gross sweaty hands off of me. Ghosts don't sweat. It's like we always just got out of the shower. If I were a rad ghost, I wouldn't let you get away with bullying me. Are you excited for ghost school? Oh, I bet you go to a normal school. There are hardly any ghosts there at all. How boring. Welcome to Ashby's. It's a mall for ghosts. It wasn't always, but it is now. You can still shop here if you want, but some people find it awkward is all. Can I get you something, Jimmy? %300% physical holy damage, huh? Hologram. Containment pod. There's no such thing as ghosts, right? Then why do they keep paying in ghost cash? This is my first time being in a mall. There are so many stores here. I mean, sure, a lot of them are run down, and yeah, the rest are owned and operated by ghosts, which is super spooky. They say something horrifying happened here a year ago. Still, I kinda want a souvenir. Maybe I can get another postcard for Mom. I make sure to send her one every time I stop somewhere. That's sweet. You're a good boy. I see. What does the First Bank of Groose manual say? Alright. Welcome to the First Bank of Groose. Current balance 4263. What would you like to do? Well, let's take that 3K right back out. Go ahead and buy at least the unique things here. Guess I'll give him Pulverizing Light and give Helga Master Criminal. Oh, what a cool looking ghost. Yo, what's up, Broheim? Here's a secret about rad ghosts. You gotta be a really rad dude to become a rad ghost when you die. And I'm the raddest. Yeah, well, what about this? Dude! I just remembered I got a jet. Smell you later. Oh, he's gone. That's progress. Welcome to Sharp Dressed Man. We specialize in ghost clothes. Maybe we can dust off some of our older clothes if you like. Ghost clothes for a ton of magic defense. Or resist sleep on low stated clothes. I'll pick up one of these. I'm gonna want to be, ghosty. Oh, a customer! Business has been so slow recently. Ghosts tend to not be very heavy eaters. You could say it goes right through them. Would you like a table? Right this way, sirs. Madam. Welcome to midnight. I'll give you a moment to peruse our menu. Oh, it all looks so good. I'm gonna have trouble choosing. What are you getting, Jimmy? Probably something off the kids' menu. If that's what he wants, then fine. This will be my treat, boys. You can have whatever you want. Have you made your decision? I have a question, actually. How big is the chocolate tart? It's quite large, madam. Perhaps you would like to share. Oh, that won't be necessary. I'll take the grilled salmon, but bring out the chocolate tart first, and a bottle of wine. Oh, excellent choice, madam. And for the gentleman? I'll take the T-bone. Can I substitute something for the baked potato? I don't need empty carbs. Of course, sir. What would you like, the house salad or one of our other sides? I'll take another T-bone. Oh, well, I'll see what I can do. And as for you, sir? Let's get a burger. Excellent choice, sir. I'll be back shortly with your orders. It's been so long since we've had a nice meal together as a family. I just wish Lars and your father were here. We looked for them so hard. Sometimes I wonder if we'll ever find them. Don't worry about it, Mom. Buck, are you trying to cheer me up? What? No! I was, Oh, you're so precious. And he blushed. As long as I have my two boys, I'll be happy. If I were to lose one of you, wouldn't know what to do. Here we are. For the lady, our chocolate tart and our finest red wine. Your salmon should be out shortly. For the gentleman, one T-bone steak with also another T-bone steak. And for the young man with impeccable taste, our finest hamburger. I've removed all the vegetables and flushed them down the toilet, where they belong. Bon appetit. As your family stares at the plates in front of them, it becomes increasingly clear this isn't what they ordered. In fact, what is in front of you is none other than 3 plates covered in cold, thick blood. The edges of the pool of blood on each plate have begun to coagulate into a grimy skin. I'm not eating this. Come on, Buck. I know it's not what you expected, but it is ghost cooking after all. We don't want to offend them. It's a bit coppery. Jimmy, why don't you try some? Jimmy dips his spoon into the pool of blood. It coats the utensil like a crude red oil. Jimmy's hands begin to shake as he brings it up to his mouth. A blood droplet drips off and splatters onto the tablecloth. The spoon inches towards his mouth. He gulps. His lips part. Eep! Are you alright, Mom? I felt something brush up against the back of my neck. I apologize for that. The building has bad wiring. Is everything else okay? No, this food sucks. Fuck! No, madam, I understand. I know that our food isn't as fresh as we'd prefer. It has been a long time since we've had a customer. Well, if we're being honest, this isn't what we ordered. You see, I had the chocolate tart, for instance, but what you've given me seems to just be blood. I'm sure it's a delicacy, but well, it's not chocolate. This is quite embarrassing. I'm sorry, madam. I'll take these back to the kitchen right now and have a little chat with our chef. I hope the chef doesn't get in trouble. We shouldn't have caused a scene. Oh, if only we just ate all that blood. We should check in with the chef. Make sure his feelings aren't hurt. Whatever. There was a Reddit thread I saw recently that was like, I don't understand how people can be rude to waiters, to waitstaff. I don't know what it would take to make me yell at someone like that. Maybe if I... What was it? It was, you know, something like, maybe if I ordered the cheeseburger and instead got just a pile of dog vomit. And even then, I'd probably just not want to cause a scene. That's what this is. I don't think he's a chef at all. I think he's a real stiff. The door's locked. Fresh. It's like a Muppet. Crush him. Yeah, this one you want to hit just super hard since he can heal, and he doesn't have that much health. I'll show you what today's sexy vampires can't do. This game, you see, came out around the time that Twilight was really popular. Oh, that 1100! Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, that that certainly makes the fight a lot faster. Ew! Right, because he's skipped a turn and then does the big oof. That was fast, though. Ow! Jimmy imagines himself flying through the night sky. Tonight is a hunting night. He is mad and tired. It has been too long since he's tasted blood on his lips. A woman walks alone down a poorly lit street. She carries a paper bag filled with groceries. Jimmy swoops in. He lunges for her warm neck. Jimmy ignores the woman's screams as the life fades from her. He doesn't care anymore. His heart is unbeating, cold, black. As his victim slumps to the ground, she drops her bag. A jar of marinara sauce shatters, streaking the thick red contents across the concrete. Jimmy dabs at his mouth with his cape. He notices a storefront window next to him, barely visible from a dim street lamp. He looks at the reflection and sees the street lamp, the limp body of the woman, a tumped-over bag of groceries, but he doesn't see himself. So he looks deeper. The scene in the window begins to shift. The moon dips below the horizon. The shadows recede. Soon the scene in the window is a golden summer day. The woman is alive there. She's walking down the street hand in hand with her daughter. Jimmy remembers a time when he walked in the sun. His cheeks remember the warmth. He remembers the laughter of childhood. He reaches towards the window, wanting to dip his hand back into that world, but the scene ripples like a disturbed pond and vanishes. Jimmy thinks he feels a twinge in his heart, but that can't be. His heart is unbeating, cold, black. The world is no longer for him. '50s style vampire. As a 50s style vampire, which we're going to be very insistent on calling, Jimmy can turn into a horrible monstrosity to scare some things. You can also enter mirrors and other reflective surfaces and explore the worlds inside of them. Ah. I kind of remember the vampire not being very good. Drain health from the enemy for 100% physical damage, 50% of your MP to an ally, 400% magical damage with a 2-turn cooldown, reflect enemy magic content. Yeah, it's like... it's not great. It's like a mixed class with some utility, but the utility feels bad. It's hard to predict when an enemy will use a magic attack, and I suppose you could, like, wait for them to do the, you know, the telegraph. But sometimes they just do physicals after that, you know? It's not perfect. Regardless, I'll level it up a bit since it does give magic defense. I don't remember what the Spookum Magookum actually does. Anyway, in case they didn't say it enough, you can walk through mirrors, disappear, and fly. You're much more unique than the other guy. I don't know what to do. This mouse started crying when he saw that doll. I don't have any other ones in stock, though. Mr. Mouse won't stop crying. Snap out of it. Doesn't seem to notice me. He just keeps crying. Hey, it's Hotel at the End of the World. What if I set him on fire? No. I don't remember what you're supposed to do here. Look at a new shipment of toys soon! Crazy kids! Yeah, he doesn't have any toys, as it were. Back to the loud! Let me in! Jonathan Bear just sits and stares and stares and stares at the riverside. Jonathan Bear has grown to care of the things you'll share and the things you'll hide. What a crappy children's song. It's got no rhythm or flow at all. Furby love is also... I can't really sing along with it. Anyone as much as he loves you. Never love anyone as much as you love you. Yuck, yuck, yuck. You know, to think of all the things. Jonathan Bear's Playtime Forest. Okay, I have been healed up. I love the cutouts. So I can move Jimmy back to like a physical set. Go up to 70 damage. Laughing children. Terrifying. $10, $20, $15. Give me your lunch money, you little puke. Terribly sorry about my prickle pins. Yeah, the enemies here in the first form are, I say, are really weak and don't get much experience. So you need to go a little further in to get the good stuff. He giggles. She giggles. They giggling and wiggling. Oh, right. That's not an entrance. That's just a cardboard cutout. I got Wile E. Coyote'd. Well, I should check what's in there first. There's nothing. Obviously. Okay, she's got something I want, so... Blur, 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 blur. Got it. Crunch. On an awful roll. And obviously the enemies here are worth very little, but now we're backstage. It's gonna be a little different. Oh, no, I was wrong. No, not a rubber band. Pretty sure he hurts if you physically attack him, right? Yeah, but it's not that much. It's good to grind here a little bit. Once you get into the actually valuable enemies. Oh, now it's a spooky forest. And I go, nah. Now you want to actually hit him hard. They're still not worth a ton. But they ain't apologizing anymore. They're still not worth that much. It's filled with love. And a compact mirror. So, some magic defense. Give him some more magic attack, so I have a magic attacker. Obviously, having something to grind here is not going to be an issue since the enemies in the first part are so easy. It's just kind of slow. Oh, they got spooky eyeballs. They're starting to get a little twisty. Come on, I need you guys to give me some real experience. Now the trees are brains, and it's gross. Molly Raccoon, you're not looking so good. Oh, a toilet. Now, in that case, Buck, you hit that. Yeah, stole a toilet. That wasn't enough. As you can tell, the enemies have toned it down a bit. These are actually easier than the toys because you only have 3 party members. So you're actually, despite getting like new gear and some levels, you're weaker than you were before. Eh. Okay, let's switch Jimmy over to physical attack. And now it's saw blades and teeth. And rotting gardenias. Forget exactly where the cutoff is for the boss fight. Oh, that was a waste. Go a little bit farther. I am gonna need to turn around soon. And that's like, that's where it is, I think. Don't turn your head 360 degrees. Mucusy. Don't make your growl mucusy. Okay. How much for more levels? So next level 139. Oops. A lot. A lot. Gonna have to go through that a couple times until I get through with like enough health left, you know? Should stay stocked up on various comestibles. God, that's still so loud. So let's check Jimmy's imagination again, see what I got. Yeah, I got Ghost, Fire, and Combust, so I can do magic while on the 50 style vampire to level that up. So let's put him back on magic. But ideally just like normal attack through fights, since they're so non-threatening in this first zone. Level 20 sounds right for this zone, but I'm not sure. I mean, realistically, I should probably keep leveling until I start getting green exclamation marks at least. Otherwise, I'm probably underleveled. And I've noticed at this point, you start to get HP a lot faster, it seems. Suddenly jumping up to 300 HP on Buck, and what kind of feels like out of nowhere. I remember the first time I played this game. I was here for a while. I was in Jonathan's Happy Fun Time place for a good long while. Which is funny, because I don't remember having that much trouble with Turnbuckle. So either the fight here is harder than I remember, or like, I'm really, really underleveled. Bonk. Buck the carry. Oh, welcome. But yeah, Buck is just the highest physical damage dealer, aside from, like, a fully leveled Jimmy. Fully leveled Jimmy is a monster, but Buck, especially, you know, wanting to fight without MP, Buck does a lot of work. And his Reckless Charge for 800% is the best attack I have access to right now. And will remain as such throughout almost the entire game, until you get the Called Shot Rampage combo, which is good for 1000%. But it is a 2-turn setup. Okay. Start speeding up these fights with moves. suppose I could try the boss. We'll see how I'm feeling when I get that 8. Nice. See how I'm feeling when I get there. The fact that I'm still only getting red exclamation marks is troubling, however. That just does say to me that I'm still a fair amount underleveled. I also kind of remember grinding being a lot faster in the next zone once you hit the 3rd island, especially because you get another really good AoE character shortly after that, so you're able to really start speeding things up at that point. He's got a squeezing arm. Ow. Oh. It's fine. We'll get him back up in a minute. That's a lot of MP to be burning through. Suppose I could use ants on a log instead. That'd probably be better. Right, the monkey's the dangerous one, so let's try to kill him first. I mean, they're all dangerous at this stage. Eh. So, in case the fight is up there... Yeah, that's gotta be it. Yep. Okay, so, let's see how we do on the boss fight. Jimmy, what are they doing here? This is a special place, just for you and me. You can throw me away, Jimmy. You can lock me up. You can burn me to ash, but you can't kill me. I'm always going to be right here. And he looked just like this with you, Jimmy. We're best friends, Jimmy. I know, because when you first saw me, you just had to take me right from the shelf with your mother's back was turned. Jimmy. Jimmy, you'll never love anyone as much as I love you. We don't need anyone else. It can just be you and me here, forever. Give me a... Fresh. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's right, you can take a stitching. You don't want to do that right away. You want to use it as like an opportunity to heal or whatever. So let's just start by giving him the business. That's pretty strong. So Buck is not faster. That's important to remember. I mean, let's take the stitching now, I guess. Yeah, it does a lot of damage to him, and I think it... No, it does not stop a turn. I thought it did. That was a lot of damage, but I gotta heal up now. So I will imagine... Bird. Take a turn away from him. Ants on a log, and Comforting Smile to heal up. The ability to just take turns away from bosses is so nice. Unfortunately, I am now stuck as the bird who has much lower magic. But that's fine. I just Ghost Fire. It's not gonna be great, but it'll have to do. Get him with the Pulverizing Light, and let's start throwing Super Balls at him. Helga's strength is actually pretty good. And I'll be it. Yeah, I think it is Inner Rage time for Buck. So, we're gonna have to roll them bones. I'd like to do a Magnificent combo first, but I don't have enough MP for both. It's rather than twitching, and I am squawking to take that right away from him. Yeah, this is totally doable. Bonk. 80's not bad. And now, since it's not going to get an opportunity to do that, to squawk again for a couple turns, I can go back to Vampire. I feel kind of anemic. Black Fountain's still on 1 turn cooldown though. So, just Ghost Fire. Oops. Okay, just keep throwing Super Balls. Buck's sick, so I'll throw on a Mental Clarity. Call upon the forces of darkness. I want to keep up the momentum, so let's just keep giving them good hits. Nice, Super Ball crit. Youch. Okay, I will go over to Flower and do a double smile. Get everyone back up on their feet. He's wriggling and jiggling. Let's have my non-Buck characters guard this turn. Try to conserve some HP. And another round of Comforting Smiles. Too sick. We're getting real close. Yeah, you really need to get rid of that sickness. It's just too damaging. And since Buck is stuck attacking now, ooh, that could have been really bad. Okay, Jimmy is like out of juice, so let's have him use healing items. This time I'm not curing the sick. I gotta just move it. And I got him. Yeah, so that was perfectly doable at my level. I'm glad I didn't have to spend a ton of time grinding there like I did the first time I played it. And we've got levels. Why am I rotting inside? The pulsating mass promised me more time. Jimmy, we can still be friends if you'll just come with me. Uh-oh, they got Buck. Yeah, Buck's not gonna be carrying anymore. Buck! And Helga jumps in after him. Why not? Today's a special day. Do you know why? It's another day I can spend with you. That's what Helga said to Jimmy at the very beginning of the game. Today's a special day. Do you know why? It's another day I can spend with you. Today's a special day, do you know why? It's another day I can spend with you. Let's play a game. If you wake up, I'll stop crying. Buck's equipment has been removed. He's not coming back. He's not coming back on that one. Oh, you're up. You and the fair maiden both appeared outside my house one day. I'm not sure where you came from or how you got here, but I'm pleased you're well. Perhaps you can cheer the lady up. She's been like that ever since I found her. You should have told me your grandmother didn't give you that bear, Jimmy. Not right now, Jimmy. Oh, shake you too. This is the thanks I get for letting you stay here. I really need to stop helping people. Found another pod that escaped from the grandma ship. Well, that's the joke. It's not a mothership, it's a grandmother ship. 1.5 playthroughs, and I finally get the joke. Maybe if I spook her. No good? Okay. So it's like, do you try to leave? No. Can I inspect it? What do I talk to? I forgot. Okay, talk to him again. That contraption outside. Yes, that was an unfortunate circumstance. It came with a rather large man. I found him laying in the grass next to the contraption, covered in green goo. I tried to get him to take a shower, but he just kept laying there until it rained. I felt so sorry for him that I dragged him inside. That turned out to be the biggest mistake of all. He ate all my food and never helped out around the house. Yet he was so pitiful that I was the one who felt guilty, like I wasn't doing enough. He just lay around the house all day and night. Actually, now that I think about it, you spend most of the time in the same position as the fair maiden. You think that I would have less patience with her because of my experience with that ungrateful ogre, but there's something enchanting about her. I may have fallen for her in spite of my old age. Excuse me. The lady speaks! What a beautiful voice! Where's that man now? Oh, that guy? He's unimportant. I sent him south to Kingland. Now that you're up, my angel, perhaps we can finally get to know one another. I'm a married woman, Mr. Mulgren. Your glasses are cute. Jimmy, I'm very disappointed in you. Very, very disappointed. But I forgive you because I love you. You still need to make it up to me, but I forgive you. Now let's go find your uncle. Jimmy stole that bear and then said his grandmother got it for him as a present to his mom. And he felt so guilty about it, he locked it in his closet. The fair maiden. Lars! Oh, hey, sis. Hey, Jimbo. Been a while, huh? It's so good to see you, but why are you wearing a dress? I don't know. Some weird blocky guys put it on me and told me to sit here. Well, I figured this spot's as good as any. Oh, drat. That's real inconvenient. Oh my. At this stage, definitely want to give Helga just all the good attacks, because I need her help. Toys. It's filled with sparkles, mox points recovered, and a rabbit's foot. Luck I shouldn't wander. 6 luck. Bleh. Fish. Oh, I should probably... well, I suppose it's good to not take those fights, just because with a two-man team at the moment, it's pretty rough to actually fight. The enemies here are really weak, though. Welcome to Kingland. This land is ruled by the king. Well, the Chancellor's been running things since the king's daughters were taken. Oh, aren't you a cutie? It's been a long time since I've seen a boy with eyes like that. Yes, you look a lot like him. I'd love to sing some songs about the past, but the Chancellor has outlawed music. You know how he is. I mean, we both have 2 pixel eyes. Adventurers gather in Aurora's pub, but no one here is brave enough to rescue the king's 3 daughters from the dragon. They say that long ago, Castle Dragon was the old capital, but the dragon took it over and roosted there. Who knows why it's decided to terrorize the kingdom lately. I saw a dragon flying toward Western King's March. It's probably going to Castle Dragon, but I guess I just got killer intuition about these things. I heard a rumor that the 4 heroes didn't actually kill Dark Demon. Instead, they sealed him at the bottom of the Dark Dungeon. Well, that might as well count. That place is 100 floors deep. Nobody's crazy enough to go there. That's the post-game. Did you know that Aurora used to be one of the 4 heroes that defeated Dark Demon? She even has a temple in Northern King's Marsh. Plus, she's a great singer and runs this place all by herself. Is there nothing she can't do? Stand up to the Chancellor, I guess. Where's that verboten? Every day, I pray to the goddess. First, it was to protect us from Dark Demon, then it was to protect us from the dragon. What catastrophe will befall Kingland next?
I feel so sorry for the king. He gave up his 3 daughters for the safety of the kingdom. And Lars.
Long live the goddess! May she deliver us from the dominion of the dragon. Hey, Jimmy. It feels pretty good to be out of that creepy continent, huh? How did I get here? I hitched a ride with another ride with Captain Fish's crew. They're off looking for some kind of secret treasure. Losing the princesses is a national tragedy. I was the president of their fan club before they got abducted. My favorite? My Princess Honeysuckle, of course. What a charmer. This is King's Tower. The king lives here. So do his daughters. Mother used to. This place feels so empty without the princesses. So many things to look at, so many people to talk to. So much not getting any items. As I get further in the game, honestly, I start to remember less and less. The king and the chancellor are in an important meeting. No entry permitted. Half of me is saying, I have no memory of this place, and half of me is like, I have vague memories of this place. So I've got like 25% memory of this game. That's what I'm getting at. This is the Knight's Tower. Knights are here. Thanks. What kind of dragon only eats princesses? Talk about having expensive taste. Well, what do you think? Is that strong enough material to go into my act? I'm thinking about becoming a stand-up comedian. No matter how you slice it, this kingdom is out of princesses. I don't know how much longer we can keep the dragon from destroying us. I mean, how do you fight that thing? It's huge. Punch it. Call upon the forces of darkness. Dressing that weird fat guy as a princess was the strangest thing I've had to do to protect the kingdom. Maybe I'll keep the dragon full for longer than a week. Only knights belong in Knight's Tower. Be on your best behavior. I would hate to have to throw you in jail. Actually, I'd love it. But, you know, I have to keep up appearances. This is the arena. It's pretty empty right now, but you can go in as a tourist. The only thing the king loves more than the arena is his daughters, so he's probably too busy worrying about them to keep the arena operating. I'm sorry, the king has decreed the arena to be closed. There's a whole lot of things to do here. like, later. Not so much right now. Game's really waiting for you to get Lars back before much of anything happens here. Can I get you something, Jimmy? One of these, one of those. A couple of these, and now we'll wait on those. This will be a while. I really thought this was the place to set up shop permanently. Lots of business, good weather, nice people. Too bad they try to buy everything with copper coins. Why are they paying me with ghost money? Oh, it thinks the rad sneakers are the best. They are not. I suppose I could do loaded dice with the bear. What do other things compare? Almost all strictly worse. Go back to Bark Bag for Jimmy and set him to bear mode. Give him the bear essentials. Give him leech. And bully. I don't think anyone has an unlocked passive yet. Now. This park is my favorite place in all of Kingland. You know, the hero James used to live near here. They say he lost his life fighting Dark Demon. The dog's eyes followed you closely. Oh, what if I spooked him? What if I don't know, shook him? The dog growls, so you let him go. Oh, he's looking. Alright, let's get on over to the dungeon. Get party members back. Two-man party's no way to live. What is King's March and not Marsh? I've been thinking it would be pretty nice to settle down. I'm not really an adventuring type. Captain Fish is a nice enough person, but he really exhausts me. The only reason I joined the crew is because I wanted to learn the cardinal directions. Did you know there are 4? Fascinating. Jimmy! What an adventurous lad! No doubt you've come all the way to this faraway land in order to score some super secret hidden treasure. Well, too bad. That treasure belongs to the crew of the Sea Worm. What treasure? Don't play daft, boy. I know you're here to swipe it out from under our noses. Well, you'll never get me to admit the treasure is located in the temple in Eastern King's Marsh. Drac. Well, look all you want, old sport. You won't be able to solve the secret of the temple. I know we haven't been able to. These monuments are fascinating, don't you think? They're also in the temple in Eastern King's March, but they don't have these markings. I wonder what it means. 3. Yellow 3. I vibe with this guy. Let's just see how Bully does. It's a little weak. Gummy. I'm not taking any damage, so it's fine. Not much experience, though. Welcome to Chuff Temple. Long ago, the thief Chuff was one of the 4 heroes who defeated the Dark Demon. This was the 3rd temple built by the king out of gratitude. They said it was Chuff amassed It was said that Chuff amassed a number of wonderful treasures over the course of his journey. He loves those treasures more than anything, and will never let them out of his sight. Well, I can push and pull this. Outside there was like this grid. No. It kind of looks like it's on the right spot now. I don't remember the solution to this off the top of my head, and I remember it being cryptic. Immunodeficiency. You ever heard of it? Of course you have. Maybe you've already been afflicted by it. In case you need a refresher, this awful status effect makes it impossible to heal. Better take your vitamins. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Well, they vibing. Oh, whoops. Imagine bear. Goblins are tomato heads, I guess. Fruit heads in general. Attacks with more confidence. Full extent of his ability. It's still not great. One annoying quirk of this area having to be traversable by just Jimmy and Helga is that, you know, it's not like it ever becomes better. It's always going to be this weak, so when you're doing, like, late-game stuff here, because there's a lot of post-game stuff in this area, you're just being harassed by these awful, worthless encounters. I got some doors. Lots of choices. Too dark for Jimmy to see his reflection, or lack thereof, I suppose. Yeah, I think that mirror leads to a bonus boss against, like, the dragon, but really strong. Gross. And that's locked. Casting shadows, that's fancy. Despite Helga being the white mage, she honestly does have pretty good damage. She just doesn't have any, like, damaging skills on her own. But she gets work done with skill manuals, for sure. Plus, she's all but immune to most basic status effects, which is really nice. Oh, I'm afraid. Afraid of the pretty girl. Oh, afraid again. And Jimmy is just stun locked. Similar to Laharl, Jimmy's afraid of women. Of big boobies. Oh, my cat left a rank one. Since these fights are really easy, it means that they don't give much experience. But I still need to spend a good deal of resources to, like, fight them, because, you know, I only have 2 people. Imagine Bird. This book is tattered and faded from time. It's impossible to even read the title. Yeah, I don't remember what you're supposed to do with that. Go back to the bird. Nice crit. Where am I supposed to go? Am I forgetting something? Fine, I'll stay bird form. And I need to go back to bear. Well, fine. Three treasures, which sort of signifies that it's like a horror dungeon, because horror dungeons always have 3 treasures. And I assume I'm supposed to go to Dragon Tower, Castle Dragon, to rescue Lars. As for what you're supposed to do here, I kind of forget. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that's it. Slime it. What are you looking at? I'm Princess Raspberry, the king's second daughter. My sister sacrificed herself like some big idiot, so I chased after the dragon. I was gonna punch it in the stomach so hard it'd puke her up. Turns out it didn't even eat her, and it just ended up hurting my hand. They locked me up in this okay room. It's not that much different than my room back home. Being a middle child is tough. No one pays attention to me. Not even that cruddy dragon. So what, you're some big hero? Want me to thank you? Well, too bad. I was gonna break out on my own once I mastered the 10-brick exploding fist technique. Just like Serevna from Dragon Quest 4, yeah. Whatever. I'm gonna follow you for now in case you need some backup. I don't remember if she, like, actually helps. I don't think so. Don't propagate disease. We don't do that in this household. Not since the incident. Still able to fight that safely, so that's nice. Yeah, it just totally slipped my mind, the whole Slimer thing. Generally want to skip fights here just because it's not worth it, considering you're fighting with two people, so things either take long or aren't worth much. Nice crit. Oh, boo. Back to the Slimer. Who are you? I'm Princess Stinkweed, the youngest and prettiest princess. After my other sisters got captured by the dragon, someone grabbed me when I was asleep, stuffed me in a garbage bag, and dumped me outside the dragon's castle. The dragon liked me best until that new girl showed up. She's so beautiful, I can't compete with that. Now I'm in this room, which is kind of gross. The bed really hurts my back. Oh, great, I can finally get out of this dump. My feet are getting tired, so you might need to carry me back home. That's fair. Give him the good old bing bang bong. But then Jimmy gets afraid of eyelashes. Oh, this tough guy. I wonder how he likes 500% bear. He didn't care for it much. This is my favorite attack. It's so quick to clear. My favorite attack, my favorite encounter. 2 enemies, both of which I can one-shot. Oh, brave Sir Knight! You've come all this way to save me! I'm Princess Honeysuckle, the king's eldest daughter. The kingdom was in trouble, so I was the first to sacrifice myself. I thought the dragon was going to eat me, but it just put me in this shabby place. Well, it's not so bad. Sometimes they sing lovely songs and the rats dance for me. Thank you so much. Now I can return to Kingland. There are quite scary monsters around, though. I'll just follow you if it's no big deal. Now we gotta save the prettiest princess of them all, Uncle Lars. Probably have to steal to get that money. She's looking nervous. Oh man, you really only get one turn, huh? I don't remember exactly when the boss fight of this is. So I'll go ahead and heal up first. Oh, excuse me. Guess there's still a fair amount of floor left. I feel kind of airborne. Oh, so abrasive. Nice crit, though. Oh, and there was a healing fountain. Whoopsie. In that case, start the fight as a Slimer. Lars, you're alright! Oh yeah, that's not bad here at all. The dragon lets me sleep in a big comfy bed. She brings me snacks and stuff. She? Yeah, I guess you could call her my girlfriend. I mean, she wouldn't be my first choice, but beggars can't be choosers. You're a girl dragon! Lars, you really should demand more of yourself. I don't know. I guess there are some drawbacks. Like, for one, I can't play video games. I also miss being able to hang out with you and Jimmy. Plus, there's the constant fear of being eaten by her. But maybe it's best for me. That way I won't be in the way. Well, guess what? That's too bad. What kind of big sister would I be if I just left you here? Lars, I want you to come with us. We're family. We belong together. Okay. We should probably get going. She'd be pretty mad if she saw me trying to leave without her. Oh, shucks. Uh-oh. I hate Mondays. That's fine. She's a lower resolution. She doesn't stand a chance. That sounds like Toho music, kinda, doesn't it? So Lars is 100% tank. And he's quite good at it. With upgrades, Jimmy can get better at everything compared to everyone, except for Lars. He will never have more HP than Lars. Waiting to strike. But he used fire, so that's no good. Throw that Super Ball. Well, Jimmy's not stunned anymore, but he is afraid. Fine, just punch her. This is why I don't like counter stance. It's like, well, what if it doesn't work? Again, no good. Let's just have him start attacking. It's not much, but honestly, it's probably better. Alright. She just passed her turn. That means everyone guard. For sure. Yep. Screw it. Just hit her. 769. What a hit. What a hit. Nah, she needs to high five. Another really nice hit. You can see more than just having a bunch of HP. Lars also has a lot of defense, so he takes less damage from hits. Ow! Oh. It's okay. We had something special here. I can't deny that. But it never would have worked out between us. For one, you're a fire-breathing dragon, and I'm a regular person. I've got to go now. Sometimes you have to love someone enough to let them go. I hope you understand. Yeah. Okay. Lars, I'm so proud of you. Thanks, sis. I guess we better take the princesses back home. That's what you would do at the end of a video game. Don't you want to change out of that dress? Oh, right. I forgot about it. It's kind of comfortable. That's better. Now we can party. So let's see his stats. 69. Yeah. Pitiful magic attack, decent attack. Yeah, a bit more attack than Helga. So Helga loses these. And Lars gets them. And her magic's still not great. Not really anything over there. Oh, there's fights in here. Oh, let's try to get that unique item. Do you have anything? You do. Pineapple drawers. Just have Lars undulate. Helga failed. Jimmy failed. Yeah, she's gone immediately. Only get one chance on her. Guess I gotta farm enemies here for a while for the grifts. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, if you steal the flower, he'll like go berserk. This is also a good opportunity to get Jimmy up to level 10 in Slimer form. Nice. Oh, she's staying around. I just keep trying to grift this guy until I get his thing, and then I think that'll be everything. Oops. No. Buttons. Yeah, just keep trying. I'm gonna counter you. I'm just gonna pick your pocket. No good. There we go. Well trained this. I can take a heal on the way out now. Check for other potential drops, but I'm not holding my breath. I suppose I could try to take the $300. Just for the money. Got him. Lars's abilities as a tank are like not that helpful in normal battles, but they can be useful in some ways, especially against rad ghosts. Since Unsullied always goes first, you'll always be able to redirect his stunning attack if he does it. So, with that in mind, it's a lot easier to actually get experience off the rad ghosts. Being able to redirect stuns is honestly probably more useful than being able to redirect attacks against regular enemies. But in general, Lars stays for the rest of the game, or I think he leaves very briefly at one point. But you always are happy to have him for boss fights, because he's just so useful. Redirecting boss attacks frees up your healer, and as I've mentioned before, Helga does pretty good damage. So if she's freed up and doesn't need to heal nearly as much, that means she increases the DPS. And that goes a long way towards winning fights quickly and safely. Oh yeah, let's check Lars's weapons and such. Rusty Hook's a little bit more damage. Loses defense though, so. Hermit Crab Shell's 2 more defense. Goes to Close, of course, is a bunch more magic defense. Neither of them are worth it. Jimmy, right? By the order of the king, you need to come with me. Jimmy! My daughters have told me how you braved Castle Dragon and rescued them from the clutches of the evil dragon. In my books, that makes you a pretty cool guy. I haven't seen such bravery since the legendary hero sacrificed himself to defeat Dark Demon when I was but a young prince. No, and I'm sorry for dressing your uncle up as a princess and leaving him out for the dragon to capture. The dragon would have surely destroyed Kingland if we didn't appease it. Since your uncle was an outsider, it was a big political victory for me to sacrifice him rather than one of my own people. Yeah, that's how you do it. Turns out that was just a really jerk move on my part. Sorry everyone can't be as cool as you, Jimmy. Aren't you gonna knight him, Daddy? Huh? Oh, that's not really an honor for outsiders. Daddy, he saved us. Speak for yourself. I just needed 1, maybe 2 hours max. Living with the dragon wasn't so bad. If you screamed at it enough, it would cough up partially digested goats and fish and stuff. You two should be more thankful. Because of Jimmy, we can finally sleep in our own beds. Please, Daddy? Fine. I can't say no to you, honey. Jimmy, I hereby bestow upon you the title of Knight. You will now be known through all of the kingdoms as Sir Jimmy the Rugged Outlaw. And to think, the Chancellor convinced me to have you arrested for trespassing. If it takes a trespasser to save the kingdom, then I'll have to just change the law to make trespassing legal. I can do that. It's one of my powers as king. Oh, speak of the devil. I was going to give that Chancellor a piece of my mind. Chancellor! Chancellor Pulsating Mass. Yes, my liege. As it turns out, Jimmy wasn't a criminal at all. He was actually quite a nice young man. I'm afraid you're mistaken, my liege. Jimmy isn't a good boy at all. He couldn't have saved your daughters. In fact, he kidnapped them. We're lucky we were able to apprehend him before he did anything to them. Oh, yes, of course. Jimmy, you'll have lots of time in a cold, dark cell to think about why kidnapping is wrong. Daddy, that's not what happened. I'm sorry, honey. I know you're my daughter, but I'm also the king. I have to enforce the law of the land. Now that your daughters have returned, perhaps this would be a good chance to reopen the arena. Excellent idea. Jimmy, you and your cohorts will be forced to fight for our amusement in the arena. If you win, you'll still get life in prison, but at least you'll avoid dying in the tournament. Sounds fun, right? Hello, Jimmy. I'm speaking directly into your mind. I'm going to make sure that you die in the tournament. But first I'm going to kill your uncle. Then I'm going to kill your mother. I'll hunt down your father next. Oh, and your brother? I already have him. Enjoy the tournament, Jimmy. Fight as hard as you can. It will change nothing. What a joik! Well, this is quite a pickle. The important thing is that we get to spend time together as a family, though. Oh, man. It's been a while since somebody beat me up. I've got to say I'm not looking forward to it. This isn't good. I totally forgot my armor. All the guys are gonna laugh at me again. I thought this place was pretty cool. Then some knights caught me in a butterfly net and told me all the outsiders had to fight in the arena. My first match is going to be against a Scriff. He's twice as big as me, but all things considered, it's probably the best match for a tiny little mouse like me could hope for. Maybe I'm stronger than I think. I've got to be more confident. Me no eat for days. Hungry for war. Hey Jimmy, it's me, Princess Raspberry. My dad wouldn't let me fight in the tournament, so I snuck down here anyway. Pretty cool, right? I'm gonna win this thing, so you better watch out. I got thrown in here for abandoning my post. Yeah, I'm a pretty lazy knight. So what? This guy's gonna be my ticket out of this cruddy job. Money buys everything. I might not have been able to bribe the guard, but I'm going to buy my way to the top of the tournament, starting with this young man. Out of my way, kid. I'm the king of the arena. I live for one thing, and that's cracking skulls. This is turning into quite the adventure. When we were hunting down the treasure, a bunch of these blocky people surrounded us. Miney tried to talk them down, but the only thing they understood was a good wallop. I almost punched one too, but they were surprisingly fast. Poked me a couple times with their little swords, too. That was not a pleasant experience, let me tell you. I caved right there. I'm not about to get killed in the middle of such a great adventure. Hello, Jimmy. It looks like my first match is with your mother. Don't worry, I'll let her win. I'm not much of a fighter anyway. Jimmy, I've run into you in the strangest places. I haven't seen Henry since that business in Mute Notes. Don't worry, I'm sure things will be alright. Henry died. I have a marvelous luck, you know. I'm worried about my brother. I've learned a two-er thing about swordplay out on the high seas. Somebody's got to look after the captain, you see. But my brother, he doesn't have much in terms of fighting prowess. Truth is, he used to get beaten up a lot. I mean, one time even Mr. Mouse got tired of him and knocked him out cold. What is Princess Raspberry doing here? The king's gonna flip his lid when he finds out. We were just resting in Kingland before setting out on another adventure. What's wrong with that? The Chancellor's been a really bad influence on the king. We've been adventuring together for years. I guess you can call us professionals. We were just hanging out in Aurora's tavern when the knights nabbed us. Apparently it's illegal to be an outsider now. At least Aurora managed to escape. The game tried to give me a fight. It didn't work. I don't care if the boss has lost his marbles. He was a pretty crappy boss anyway. All I care about is beating you, kid. You've humiliated us twice now. I'm not gonna let you do it again. Huh? Well, what are you looking at, kid? You're looking at me like you know me or something. But guess what? I don't know nothing no more. and that makes me pretty dang mad. I've got the swirling angst in my gut, and I'm gonna take it out on everything in this stupid tournament. Even you. How about that? I never thought I'd see the boss again, but it's like he doesn't even recognize me. Am I that forgettable? I always tried to cultivate a larger-than-life personality, but I guess it wasn't enough. What happened to the boss? We all got captured by these backwoods losers, and the boss was right here. We've been looking all over for him, and now, it's like he doesn't even know us. Boss, you're breaking our hearts. I'm feeling these different emotions right now. Like, I'm happy because I got to bash up some guys in this tournament. I'm also this kind of weird, sad, angry because the boss don't recognize me. Overall, I'd call my state of mind Rocky Road flavor, because I like chocolate, but the nuts make me pissed. I've learned a spell or two.
I've learned a spell or two over the course of my studies, but do you see him? That's the great sage Mulgren. I'd be surprised if anyone makes it past him.
Yo, J-Slice! Long time no see. Man, this whole death tournament thing is really cramping my style. I really want to jet, but the guard has zero chill.
This isn't good. This isn't good at all. My first match is with Captain Coltrane. He's like top level strong. He might even be the strongest Legato Knight.
I've trained my whole life in the art of Kung Fu. My first match is with some pink-haired punk. Ha! I will decimate her with my tiger style.
Chuff's the name, stealing's my game. As soon as I get the right mark, I'm out of here. Gonna lay low over by Dark Dungeon. No one's gonna look for me there.
Hello, young man. I was visiting the capital and got thrown down here. At least this gave me some time to reconnect with an old friend. His name's Chuff. I used to travel with him. Hey, information guy here. We're currently locked in a massive 32-person tournament where it's kill or be killed. The winners move up the brackets, and over the course of 5 sets of matches, a grand champion will be crowned. What does the winner get? What do the losers get? Who knows? We're all prisoners. Would you like me to repeat that? No. Alright, I've talked to everyone on the boat. Let me out. The game still thinks I can get encounters. Oh, I didn't talk to the bee. Hey, Jimmy! I was looking for pollen hidden updrift and wound up here. There aren't any flowers at all, dude. Kind of a bummer. Oh, well, it could be a lot worse. The first match is about to begin. Will combatant information guy please step forward? Hey, information guy here. We're currently locked in a massive 32-person tournament where it's killer... What? Shut up, weirdo, and go through the door. Combatant Bashicus Maximus, you'll be his opponent. Finally, time to feed the beast. Feed the beast! Feed the beast! Feed the beast. I've never seen someone go down so fast. I don't get it. I didn't even hit that guy that hard, and his head smushed all over the place like a ripe melon. The second match is about to begin. Will combatant Jimmy please step forward? Sure, let me just bear up. Your opponent this round is Hopeless Mook. Are you ready? Very well. Oh man, I'm really out of shape. If a kid beats me, I'm gonna be even more of a laughingstock. Punch each other! Fresh. Just give him the good old rampage. Get out of here. Kid's goddamn amateur. Stuff like this is why my wife left me. He's dead now. In the first round of the tournament, Jimmy is victorious. Many battles are fought over the rest of the day. The strong carve a path to victory over the bodies of the weak. At the end of the day, 16 competitors remain. They are stronger, better. What manner of warrior will Jimmy fight tomorrow? One thing is clear. Only the strong survive. Night falls. The remaining competitors are taken to their cells. Psst, Jimmy! Oh, Jimmy, I just feel awful that you ended up here. The only thing you're guilty of is being a nice boy. I should have said that when Daddy sentenced you, but I only thought about it later. I don't know what came over Daddy. He used to barely pay any attention to the Chancellor, but now it's like he does whatever the Chancellor says. Anyway, I just wanted to stop by and let you know that whatever happens, I believe in you, Jimmy. Am I gonna let you out? Oh, I couldn't do that, Jimmy. That would be breaking the law. And breaking the law isn't a nice thing. Hey, wake up. Did you see my match? It was total baloney. My dad recognized me like instantly and called the match off. I didn't even get a chance to fight. How unfair is that? Anyway, sorry I woke you up. I just really wanted to get that off my chest. Oh, ugh, it's you. I got lost looking for the bathroom. Do you know where it is? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll just use one of the empty cells. Look, you gotta stop following me around everywhere. If you think I'm cute, just say so. I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. All that whispering. Well, I hope I don't get matched up with someone sweet like that Miney girl today, because whoever I fight's really gonna get it. Huh? Me no eat, little mouse. Just open mouth and he run away. My last opponent was an embarrassment. Now I'm gonna fight some lady named Helga. Whatever. Should be 2 easy victories in a row. My plan is working like a charm. I barely paid that knight anything. Everyone has a price, young man. If I ever get matched with you, I'm sure we can come to an agreement. I guess my brother didn't make it. Neither did Miney or the captain. I just had to fight some adventurer from this continent. Now I've got to fight someone named Johnny Knives. Sounds like a showboater. None of my friends made it to the second round. What gives? I just had to fight some loser with a fishbowl on his head. He said he was an adventurer, but he sure went down quick against a real adventurer. The weirdest thing is he never spilled a drop of water out of that fishbowl. What a freak of nature. Hey. I had to fight some frog with a top hat last round. I picked every pocket he had. You know what I found? Nothing. Squat. Poor guy's broker than me. I was hoping I'd be out of here by now, but I guess I gotta stick it out a round or two. I hope I hit a payday soon. Surprised that I'm still here? I've been around for some time, you know. I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve. I was paired against Princess Raspberry last round. Good thing the king noticed her. If I would have hurt her, I would have been executed for sure. I don't get it. I tried to get the boss to remember that time when he rubbed my head and called me cue ball. All the guys got a real kick out of that. In retrospect, it was pretty hurtful. But I know he was just razzing me to keep the mood nice and light. I told him that same story in way more detail, and it was like he was hearing it for the first time. The worst part is when I tried to explain my feelings to him in depth. He told me to, get this, cram it. The boss would have never disregarded my emotions like that in the past. He told me I've got to go up against some talking saxophone. Huh. I'm gonna play him like a violin. That'll shut him up. I fought that Lors guy last round. He just walked into the middle of the arena and sat down. I kicked him a few times and rubbed his face in the dirt, and it was like he didn't even care. I kind of feel sorry for the guy, but at least I won. Now I've got to face the boss, though. I don't think I've got it in me to fight him. Maybe I'll pull a Lars. I took out that Kung Fu chump no problem last round, and guess what? Now I'm paired with you. I've been waiting for this. I fought some stupid ghost last round. He said smell you later and disappeared before I could get a punch in. Now I've got this fist filled with white-hot rage. I'm sorry for the next guy I get matched with. Just kidding. I don't feel sorry for anyone. I've been doing a bit of thinking. I don't know who I am, but I have these sweet muscles. I figured I'm probably some super tough dude, so that's the life I'm gonna lead. The encounter table is just so unhappy with me. Your opponent this round is Dee Dee. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm a bear. Very well. Are you ready? Barely. Is that a yes? Barely. I'm a bear. I'm so sick of you. Every time I fight you, you beat me. Well, I'm gonna do whatever it takes this time. Punch each other. How do you like a good old rampage? Oh, she's got it too. We're both like, oh, okay, next turn. A nice try, Dee Dee. Ow! I want to scream. I tried everything, but you still won. I'm so embarrassed. How can I be so weak? In the second round of the tournament, Jimmy fought a formidable opponent, but in the end he was victorious. On this day of the tournament, 8 battles were fought. 8 warriors tasted victory. 8 warriors tasted only the shame of defeat. 8 warriors remain to face another challenge. As each warrior falls, the remaining become stronger. This is the dance of the arena. Each new partner more potent than the last.
Also, this particular dance floor is probably covered in blood, which makes it sticky and slippery and wholly unsuitable for regular dancing. Good thing it is a dance floor made for battle. Night falls. The remaining competitors are taken to their cells. Jimmy tries to sleep, but he can hear voices from somewhere. Let me just escape real quick. Oh, I can't. Hey, buddy. I already talked to Helga, but I wanted to let you know that I'm okay. I'm hanging out in the basement with all the other losers. Being a loser isn't that bad. I'm used to it. There are a lot of people down here who know you. A lot of them think you're pretty cool. You got me thinking. I miss hanging out with you. Whatever happens, I hope we get to play more. I guess that's all I wanted to say. There are a lot of people here that want to talk with you. Hello, it's me. That Griff that beat me the other day is down here now. I'm a little scared, but I've been scared before. The important thing is that I try my hardest. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, don't worry. The bars to the cell are pretty narrow, but they're nothing to a tiny little mouse like me. I'm gonna try to bust us all out. Hey, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but I wanted to talk to someone, and Dee Dee's sulking in the corner. I had to fight the boss last round, and I just couldn't do it. You've got to help him, Jimmy. He's lost something. I hear Johnny's gonna fight him next round, so maybe he can talk some sense into the boss. Some sauce into the best. But if he doesn't, you've got to step up to the plate. The boss wouldn't admit it, but if things were different, he would have asked you to join the petty thugs in a heartbeat. Salutations, young man. We might have lost, but spirits are pretty high down here. And of course they are. The whole crew's down here with me. Well, Jimmy, he's overstating things, but we're all okay. More or less. That Johnny Knives guy sure stabbed me a lot. I guess I should have expected it. Let me tell you, that did not feel good. Not one bit. After I get out of here, I'm taking a nice long break. Oh, don't be silly. A good adventure will patch you right up. I don't understand. That lady was like a whirlwind. Before I knew it, I was passed out down here. Jimmy, I see you're still in the tournament. I expected no less from you. Hey, here's a marvelous idea. How about you drop some food down here? They haven't, been feeding us. You've already eaten? Right, of course. Got to keep that strength up for the tournament. If you happen to have a little extra tomorrow, mind sharing it? That would be marvelously marvelous of you. Well, carry on then. Oh, Jimmy, you keep winning. I'm so proud, but it looks like we're paired up for this next round. I hope you're ready, because I'm not going to go easy on you. Yeah, I'm full health. This guy. This isn't good at all. Chef accepted a bribe from me last round, and he took the fall, but after the fight I couldn't find my wallet. Now I have to fight that Coltrane fellow, and he looks serious. This is it. I got paired with the boss. I'm so nervous. If this were the old boss, I wouldn't stand a chance, but who knows now? I'm done thinking. I'm just gonna do what I do best. Stab some sense into him. The last guy I fought just sat there like a big, enormous idiot. That's 2 victories in a row without throwing a punch. I'm jumping out of my skin here. If I don't get a challenge soon, I'm gonna start thrashing the guards. I was afraid it would come to this. I've got to fight Mulgren next. He's gonna fry me with the same spell he fried Dark Demon with. So Jimmy, I can't help but notice Helga is still around. Mind putting in a good word for me? You had a good match, lad. Your opponent was sloppy, though. You'll need to do better against more highly skilled opponents. Time to fight Mom. Your opponent this round is Helga. Are you ready? Very well. Oh, hi, honey. Isn't this fun? Punch each other. Thanks, Mom. Over to the bear. She just heals you. It's funny. Oh, she hit me! Seems distracted by all the people in the audience. Sorry, Helga. Oh, Jimmy, are you alright? If you got hurt, I just don't know what I'd do. In the 3rd round of the tournament, Jimmy fought an unexpected opponent. He couldn't shake the feeling that she went easy on him, but that doesn't matter, for in the end, he was victorious. 4 more warriors fell today. The true power of the warrior lies in their resilience. Only the most steadfast warriors have made it this far. The semifinals now loom on the horizon. As the end of the tournament draws near, Jimmy thinks of all the warriors that had fallen along the way. Some warriors fought with all their hearts. Some gave up before the fight began. One thing united them all. They were all losers. They didn't have the power to forge their own paths. This is the power that Jimmy held inside of him. Night falls. The remaining competitors are taken to their cells. Who wants to talk to me tonight? Jimmy, you're in the semifinals. I'm so proud of you. There are some dangerous people left, so I want you to be careful. If you feel overwhelmed, it's okay to give up. I know you've done your best, but I don't want you to get hurt. Your safety is the most important thing. Oh, listen to me. I'm sure you'll do fine. I raised 2 strong boys. You're doing your best, just like I'm sure Buck is doing his best. Don't you worry about him. I'm sure he'll find him once we get out of here. Anyway, it's not so bad down here. Lars and I have lots of time to hang out. Oh, here he is. Lars, say hi to Jimmy. Oh, hey, Jimmy. There you go. We're both fine down here, so don't worry about us. Just know that we're down here cheering for you. Hey, kid, the boss really kicked the crap out of me. I haven't been this happy in forever. You might not remember who he is, but the boss is still the boss. He's gonna make it through this. I know it. Jimmy, I've got to say, your little mouse friend is really a godsend. We hadn't eaten in days, and he managed to sneak out and grab some food for us. He's been so busy. Such an active little guy. Yes, I would like to add that Timothy is also adorable. He deserves all the praise he can get, Miney. Thanks to him, I'm finally able to feed my fish. I've got to think of the little lady, even in situations like these. It's what responsible pet owners do. Oh man, I made quite a fortune the other day. Now that I'm down here, I asked the little mousey mouse to get me a paperclip or something. I'll be out of the cell before you can say somebody stop that handsome thief. They locked me down here with that Helga lady. That's not right. They've got to think of my safety. Cool. She's scary, man. What did you do? That bald loser thought he could hold a candle to me. Well, let me tell you something about Punch Tonica. Punch Tonica is... Who's Punch Tonica? Ugh, whatever. Talking to you is making my head hurt, kid. I hope you're ready to get pounded next round. The crowd is really thinned out, huh? I haven't had this much fun since I was a young man running around the countryside. So you've made it to the semifinals. I can tell you've got talent, lad. At another time, I might have taken you on as a squire. Back to Slimebo. Stop that. Counter table. Your opponent this round is a mysterious sunglasses-wearing man who refuses to tell us his name. Are you ready? Very well. I've been doing some thinking. I've been able to make it this far on instinct alone. I think I was meant to be a gladiator. I hope you're ready, kid, because the pain train's about to leave the station, and you just bought the last ticket. And you're just a blob. Punch each other! Punch Tonica's theme is about. You're gonna have to do better than that, Punch. Better not attack me, because I'll hit back. Good thing is, Nice. Let's check again. Yeah. He's bluffing. He's actually gonna do an attack. Ooh. Wow! Level 23. What? But I have the heart of a gladiator. If I'm not a gladiator, then what am I? In the semifinals of the tournament, Jimmy fought his most powerful foe yet. The battle was close, not really, but in the end he was victorious. 4 warriors entered the arena, only 2 remain. Who will Jimmy face tomorrow? Will it be Mulgren, the legendary sorcerer? Will it be Coltrane, the swordsman from a distant land? The finals begin tomorrow. As the sun set, the sky turned red. To most people, this was a normal sunset. To the warriors of the arena, the sky was stained with the blood of their comrades. Night falls. The remaining competitors are taken to their cells. You did it, Jimmy! You made it to the finals! Mr. Tonica seems really down, though. Maybe you can cheer him up. Oh, and Lars seems to be missing. I've looked everywhere for him. There are a lot of people down here, but it still feels lonely without him. I hope he turns up soon. Lars doesn't do well alone. Hey, kid. You beat me up pretty good back there. I still don't know who I am, but I know I can't be a professional fighter if I got beaten by an 8-year-old. Funny thing, though, I don't feel angry about it. Feels like I'm figuring things out. I'll find my way. I just gotta keep searching for it. Hey, Jimmy. I'm holding down the fort. I've been helping people out here and there. That chef guy seemed like he was gonna break everyone out, but I guess he just wanted out himself. Now he's gone. I think your uncle might have snuck out with him, though. I saw him walking around the halls. He looked pretty lost, to be honest. Huh? Oh, it's you. Ugh. You keep talking to me. I bet you want to marry me. Gross. I wouldn't say no, I guess. What am I doing here? I don't know. I just kind of ended up here. Hello, young one. I'm afraid I was defeated. Looks like you're up against Coltrane in the finals. Listen, I've never seen swordplay that good. You've got to be careful around that guy, okay? Gotta be a Slimer. You've made it this far, have you, lad? I'm looking forward to testing your mettle. Your opponent this round is Coltrane. Are you ready? Very well. Today my blade will sing. Or not. Hey, Jimmy. I got some saving of the day. Lars rescued me and I got to fly on a dragon. Isn't that awesome? Oh, it's no big deal. We should probably get moving. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, Mr. Pulsating Mass? Wow! That was entertaining! What an exciting conclusion to the tournament! Oh, he's not happy. Pulsating Master's just like, why don't any of my plans work? Thanks for the help, babe. We'll see you later. She's gonna go rescue everyone else, so we don't have to worry about that. We're gonna meet up later in the clearing to the south, so she can take us to another continent. Shiny rubies, your bank account has accrued 20% interest, and I got a vaccine. Resist immunodeficiency. Yeah, that's really important on Mars, actually. Only level 7 revolting blob. 15, 7, 10, 18, 11, 5. Yeah, let's stay blob for a little while. Try to even out those levels, you know? Yeah, let's go ahead and go through the east and then the south. Welcome to Mulgren Temple. Long ago, the wizard Mulgren was one of the 4 heroes who defeated Dark Demon. This was the 4th temple built by the king out of gratitude. It is said that Mulgren cast a powerful spell to protect the great treasure stored here. Only the wisest, most well-traveled adventurer could decode these runes. Yeah, I'm just gonna look it up. Ah, it's a light bulb. Okay, I getcha. These are all assigned a number, basically. And you just click them in order. Got him. Got a fountain. And a wizard's robe. I'm not above looking at the solutions for puzzles. Uh, 2% MP regen, huh? Sure. It's not that great. Let me look at other things real quick. Ba-da-ba-da. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so I'll see if there's anything else here on the east side to hoover up, and then I'll go get the things in north and south. Well, vanity mirror, gotta get that. Ah, I got caught. Give me your vanity mirror, you little puke. At least Jimmy's faster now, so if she bats her eyelashes, he doesn't lose 2 turns. And it gives Helga time to regen her MP. It's kind of fun. Got him. Just do basic attacks now, who cares? Come on, Slimer. Because I remember over here is the Dark Dungeon. Yeah. Which is for much later. You do not want to do that now. Let's go back up to the north one. Be a slime about it. And of course, these enemies are wholly worthless to fight. It said I need to be a vampire. This. Do I do it like this? Oh, okay. There we go. That looks good. It's a grape shot cannon. Normal attack hits all enemies.
Yeah. Try that. Apparently each area generally has 2 treasures, so I'll look for another one real quick. Not seeing where one would... Oh, I already got it. That's right. I already got that one, now I can just go grab the other one from the temple. I did notice in it that you could use the goon to move this thing. But the solution is to move it such that Chuff looks at it. You gotta make him look at it a little better than that. There we go. You gotta open up the door again. It's an everything bag. Item effects are 50% stronger. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's... Oops. Put that on Lars. He's gonna have the most free turns. To South King's March. And I remember... Actually, before I do that, there is a boss fight coming up. And so I want to stock up on items first. There he is! Oh, that's right. I can't. Well, I still can if I, It's the escape criminal. Oh, yeah. That's right. The crime. I can still go to another place to pick up some items. Actually, how's the bird looking? It's still an egg. Yeah, once it, like, becomes a bird instead of an egg, that's when you can go and fight the bird on top of the mountain. There's a couple other things you can look out for. You can check in at Smile to see if it's time for the Mr. Cat dungeon. It is not. Sunny Mouse is still here. No, doesn't even say anything new. I have to go to the bathroom again. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So now we go back to Kingland, go to the South March, tackle the boss. Oh, I think the vampire might be able to move the cloud guy in the first zone. Cause like you spook him. I don't know why you want to do that. Other than just to be a jerk, I guess. Start out as a blob. Pumpkin TV, yeah, I need to get that. Nice, got it. The cool, refreshing taste of unspecified beverage. Hiccup. It always makes me hiccup. Oh, what a jerk. Oh my god. Always makes me hiccup. Nice too. Oh yeah, the grape shot. Fights are finally starting to be worth good experience. I have a deal for you. Very special sale. Some of these goods are expensive, but they're rare and only available for a limited time. So I can buy as many nutrition cubes as I wanted. Super Choco-Cola. Yeah. My deal is complete. Oh, and I hear there's a clubhouse past Eastern King's March. Perhaps you can go there if you need a break. And up here is another hint for the light bulb. Well, this would be so bad otherwise, but Imagine Bear, Fierce Growl. Zombies have nothing, no surprise there. And regular attack from Lars for the AoE. Yeah, that's nice and fast. Mostly. Not worth that much, though. Yeah, 3 high fives is the same as 2 smiles. So, it's not a big difference when you're a party of 3. No particular order, just get through it. That's a buckler. Yeah, I suppose put that on him. Well, so much for the grape shot blast. Gotta get that defense on Lars. Yeah, this game does like springing boss fights on you. Do you think you can just run away? No. It doesn't work like that, Jimmy. I'll follow you everywhere. You see, I'm smarter than you'll ever hope to be, Jimmy. Take whatever form you want. I've developed strategies to destroy you regardless. Oh, it's Grody. But can I steal anything from him? It's funny that it's a chiptune version of what is already, like, kind of chiptuney. Over to Bear, I suppose? Yeah. So Helga doesn't have much to do. In a lot of cases. Mental clarity. Crush. Sure, counter stance. He uses magic so often though that it probably won't work that well. Can't guard with Jimmy. Not too far from it. Just hit him then. Ouches! Just keep Lars as the target. For all the single target stuff. And just... well, fine. Yeah. And those counter hits are big. Yeah, let's have them guard. For fires right now. Not the delta waves. This fight's not terribly hard, honestly. Even the mind control ability is honestly not that big a deal. Biggest thing is it means I can't undulate with him. Straight for the delta waves again. Just get him in a couple turns more, most. Oh, not with a crit. Crit makes it easy. Ooh. Wow! Do you consider this a victory? It's a fantasy, Jimmy. Just like the rest of this world. Go ahead. Pretend to defeat me. You can do it again, and again, and again, and each time I'll just come back. The next time you see me, my form will have changed, but I'll just be stronger. You think you've won, Jimmy, but there's no end to me. Wait! Whew, give me a second. All that sitting on the throne isn't doing my stamina any good. Hey, I don't want to be called out like that. Keep it together, King. This isn't very royal of you. Now, Sir Jimmy the Rugged Outlaw, as King of Kingland, it is my duty to humbly apologize. We were coming to detain you, but all of a sudden I came to my senses. I'm not sure how the Chancellor was doing it, but I'm sure he was controlling me. His commands have faded, but I could still hear them, echoing in my mind. Jimmy is the enemy. Kill him. Snuff him out. How awful. Kingland is a peaceful country, and Jimmy, well, you're just a really good person. It's clear to me now. Kingland, now all of Everchip owes you a great debt of gratitude. I know you must continue your journey, but if you have a moment, you're always welcome in Kingland. Come along, men. We've slowed the heroes down enough. And if I remember right, it is just about time to get a fourth party member. I was also totally incorrect about this being a good place to grind. It's the opposite, actually. It's a terrible place to grind because the enemies are suited for two-member parties. Two people party member party people members. This must be the good one. Yep, there's the last pod. Bah. This is the Sacred Lantern. Or this is Sacred Lantern. Are you really that lost, boy? You've come to the right place, I suppose. This is where the lost find their way. We followed the boss out here, but it's no good. He still doesn't recognize us. I just want to reach out and shake him, but it's been years since I was a low-level goon. I wouldn't want to stab him accidentally. And it's Andrew. Love lobster. Cuttlefish. Is it really you? A smooch. I've missed you more than ice cream. I've missed you more than meteor showers. Oh, Brussels sprout. Jimmy and I found Lars. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, of course, Lima Bean. When I crashed here, I cobbled together a makeshift wind velocatrix and determined my position. I was afraid you would never make it here, but here you are. This land is called Secret Meridian. It's a continent that floats high above the clouds. There are many mysteries resting here, and knowledge behind our comprehension. The truth is, I haven't just been waiting here. I've been quite busy. Jimmy, I've been thinking long and hard about the first warning sign, the bees. You've seen it since then, haven't you? The pulsating mass. I've read all about it, what it's capable of. Jimmy, the world is in great danger. Before we leave Sacred Lantern, we need to enter the Temple of Sight. There are things you must see there. You won't find all the answers, but it's the first step. Lars? Hey. Jimmy, I trust you've kept up with your studies. Oh, jeez, Dad. So the only stat that matters for Andrew is magic attack. He is the pure mage of the group. Which means I can take all the magic stuff off of Helga. That's whatever. I'm sure a first aid. And take off Black Spiral. Give it to him. 3% MP regeneration every turn. Can I get you something, Jimmy? So it's 10 weaker than the dice, but it does have a lot of magic attack. Yeah, it's worth considering. Marginally better attack for Helga. An attack weapon for Lars, which isn't really ideal. Thermal bomb's really nice. Yeah, I'll give that to... Fresh air, perfect view. A girl could build a nest in a place like this. Let's see, what does Andrew have? 200 magic, 600 magic over turns. Once per fight, removed by any damage. Interesting. So yeah, he doesn't have an AoE. Leave me alone, kid. I'm tired of dealing with you. Draw energy from the earth. Release it through your kick. Your six kick. Yeah, I don't have that much in the bank. You know, I've been thinking. My whole life I've always been the tough guy. I guess it's easy to be the tough guy when you're as big as me. But I don't know, I feel like I'm more than that. And nobody ever gets to see the rest of me. They even call me Big Enormous. It's not even my real name. It's Norman. What if the decisions I've made to be like I am, to be big enormous, what if they were all just to fit in? What if my identity just reinforces negative behaviors, like my tendency to overeat? Get what I'm saying? What if I have to overeat, or else I won't be big enormous anymore? Man, being here is really opening my eyes. Let me in.
So we're, pretty high up, huh? Maybe it's no surprise to you, but little mice like me aren't the biggest fans of heights. But hey, if this is where my journey took me, then this is where I am. How did I get up here? I hid in Mr. Tanaka's hair. How did he get up here? I don't know. My eyes were closed the whole time. Ah, you're useless to me. You are Mr. Andrew's progeny, yes? We've only had him for a short while. He must have given you so much knowledge. Ah, it's you. Thanks for beating me up back in the arena. It made me realize I need to figure out some things. You know, like who I really am. I'm not gonna go on a journey of discovery soon. Pretty cool, right? They say there's a place that has all the world's knowledge. I bet if I find that, then I can find out who I am. So Miss Owl, Miss Robin, do they pay in money here? That's right. This is the Temple of the Inward-Looking Eye. 8's teachings are long overdue, but 1, 4, 7, and 7 left Sacred Lantern, and we can't begin without them. Going this way, I suppose. This is the Temple of Sight. Inside you will find many secrets of the past we have long protected. Beware, monsters roam the halls. Good, I need the money! So with Andrew having both the skill to increase damage at the cost of extra MP and a big AoE skill, you know. You can end a lot of fights really quickly. That's right. That's how these work. They're core hounds, or in RuneScape terms, they're Dagonoth Guardians. You gotta kill them at the same time. Oh, it's talking about something really boring. Good thing that equation had $200. On a marvelous coin. And Luna. You got nothing. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good grinding spot. Smoke. Wow. Yeah, so I can use Fierce Growl on anyone now. Which means I don't have to be the bear, and I can start leveling other things. Sure, the bear's a little stronger, but like, it's not that important. The Pulsating Mass. Every record I've read about it treats it as an inevitability, a certainty of nature. It's always been here. In the oldest halls of the most ancient temple, it was here. When the cityscapes that carpet the horizon were just fantasy of a dreamer, it was here. It was here when people wrote on cave walls. It was here when man was just a prototype. It was here when dinosaurs were more than just sun-bleached bones deep beneath the sediment. It might have been here since the beginning of time. Back then, it was small. So small the world's most powerful microscope wouldn't have been able to find it. Over the years, it grew more powerful, larger, more despicable. In all these areas it grew, and it grew exponentially. Why did it choose now to appear? Why is it targeting you, Jimmy? There is much more to show in this ancient place. Let's continue. Oh no, Andrew, we've had some pretty strong microscopes.
No need to be not melancholic, melodramatic about it. That's the sun. Heat. You may think that using fire on a sun probably wouldn't be very good, but the reality is that there are no elemental weaknesses in this game. Just magic and physical. That's good. I gotta get more for the bird. Excuse me. It's probably good to get that. Yeah, levels are coming in hot and heavy now. Pierce growl, attack, pulverizing light, thermal bomb. When I mentioned in Last Word about grinding, I said in that game, because of its short length, grinding felt especially awful. Well, this game isn't short, it's actually quite long, and so grinding can feel perfectly fine here. The important thing is that the grinding feels good, and what makes grinding feel good? Well, if we knew that, game development would be a lot easier. There's some factors, like noticeable strength gain when you successfully grind, and things like random battles going quickly and smoothly into each other. If you have a long intro and outro to each fight, it's going to feel pretty bad. FF9 was really bad about this. It took forever for any fight to start or end, and as a result, it would have made the grinding feel really bad. But what they did is they just made enemies worth a ton of experience in that game. Like, you basically level up in every fight in that game. Oh, right. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's filled with sparkles! And vestments. Well, if that's gonna give magic, that's going straight on Andrew. Yeah. 104 magic. That feels good. The last mural depicted what was. This mural depicts what might be. The day of annihilation. If left unimpeded, the pulsating mass will grow to uncontainable levels. It will strangle skyscrapers to the ground. It will drain the oceans of their water. It will siphon the nutrients from the soil. It will devour each and every organism until there's nothing left. And when there's nothing left, there will be no one around to witness the universe. It would be as if nothing ever existed. Ah, so I see Andrew is a subscriber of the anthropic principle. It exists because humans know it exists. This was the power of the pulsating mass. We cannot allow this to happen, Jimmy. The universe is too beautiful. The knowledge of it's precious and fragile. We must pass it down to future generations. The most important mural lies further in the temple. I don't think there's a boss here, but I don't remember conclusively. Frish. I hate it. I can get abstract art. Oh, nice. Got it in one. Oh, he's winding up. Brr. This way. Rampage. Just punch him. That 500% damage is so sweet. The ability to absolutely body something like that. Just like, that guy out of the fight. What? I'm stunned? Don't care. Just in case there's a fight coming up and I'm not ready for it, I guess I'll save, but like... And, you know, revive Helga. Alarm clock. Ants. Flashback. Ants. No, I didn't want a cutscene, I wanted Treasure. In the oldest tome, moldering and long forgotten archives of the Sacred Lantern, I read this passage. In the darkest moment, when all hope has vanished, the light from the secret knowledge will pierce the darkness. Not exactly a scientific explanation, but it's what we need, isn't it? Hope. I don't know what the secret knowledge is, nor do I know how it works. But when dealing with utter annihilation, what other choice do we have? But that posits the question, where is the secret knowledge? In my research, I found only one possible location, the world's library. It is considered a sacred place by the inhabitants of this continent, a relic from a forgotten era. In it, all of the world's knowledge is said to reside. I can't think of another place the sacred knowledge might be. It's time, Jimmy. We must travel down the path of enlightenment. Then we'll see the legs of the ancient giant towering up above the clouds. That is where the world's library waits for us. There will be danger, Jimmy. The pulsating mass has manifested before, and it will manifest again and again until we stop it. Jimmy, I'm not a strong man. When I was a boy, I was more content reading than playing outside. Contact sports frighten me. I've never been in a fight in my entire life. Therefore, I cannot guarantee that I'll be able to stop the pulsating mass. I'm sorry, but that's just reality. What I can guarantee is that I'll do everything in my power. I might be powerless, but it's the best I can do. Now let's climb the legs of the ancient giant and find the world's library. I remember the puzzle over here being a wee more complicated than triangle is 3. And pentagon is 5. Oh yeah, that's ringing bells. So 1 and 3 makes 4. And 2 and 3 makes 5. And 5 and 4... Oops. Makes 9. That wasn't it, was it? I remember there being a lot more. Fine, we'll fight. Andrew's getting a little low. As is Jimmy. There we go.
And now we got A. Moon 4, 6, 8. Moon 4, 6, 8. 4 T. Moon I. L. Square. So is it the number of lines? Because that would be 4. Okay, so R plus 2 equals L. So L isn't 2 then, because it has to be, unless R is 0, but I don't think there's a 0. And boat and 5. And L, A, and something has to add to equal some number. If it's number of sides, how many sides does A have? It's not exactly clear. How many vertices does it have? What's the lowest number I can make? 2, I think. So that's points. That has 3 points then. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But then this would be 2, unless it's 3? So R is 2 less than L. So L is at least 3. What if L is 4? Because it sort of has 4 sides. It can't be 6, because this is at least 3, and this is at most 9, and this is at least 1. And there's a 5. How can it be any less than 6 if there's a 5? I think there might be a clue in the other side. Your dad throws a fucking bomb at the sun. Clarity. It's its position. C1, L2, A3, R4, I6, or I5, T6, Y7? Or maybe it's that but backwards. So, if R is 4, then that's 3. So L is 2. That's strange. L is 2 and R is 4. And there's a happiness sphere. Pop a couple colas. How's my money looking? 3,600? Could use some more. So what the heckies is the sailboat? Is the sailboat maybe a negative number? That could answer it. Claire. The moon is 1. Because A is 3 and L is 2, so the moon is actually 1. Oh, wait, no. The blue means subtraction. That's it. Clarity. So R, or 4, minus 2 equals L, which is 2. Then 2 and whatever the moon is. If the moon is 1 and it's subtracting, then A is 1, but it's not, it's 3. So that would mean the moon is 5 and it's being subtracted by 2? 5, 3, 2... The boat could be a high number, too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 9. So this is actually still correct. It's 9 instead of... it's the higher one. So 4 and 2 is 6, and 3 is 9. Oh, right, this isn't necessarily correct. Clarity. C-L-A-R-I-T, so 6. C-L-A-R-I, so 5. Minus 2. I think that should be 2. Oh wait, it's the other way around. It's 8. It's left to right. There we go. That was just a light bulb in here.
That's my third light bulb, I think. Fight a couple more times, then I'll skedaddle. They'll not quite do it. Calculating with its peers. Oh, whoops. I didn't want to cancel that. Oh, hang on. I can just go into blob. Those boring equations. Oh, that crit's actually unfortunate, isn't it? Well, it could be worse. Can't put a sleeping blob further to sleep, you numbskull. Fire off the emergency exit. $4,600. I still have a decent number of healing items. Just buy the furniture. Someone left a scroll. The handwriting is remarkably bad. So bad it's illegible, but at least they left an accompanying tape featuring a dramatic reading of the scroll. Jimmy gave it a listen. The Journey of the Nameless Monk, Chapter 1. Today I leave Sacred Lantern. It is a strange town with people who have numbers for heads. It's not my home, but I called it that for a while. A very short while. Like a few hours, maybe. In time, this town will probably fade from my memory, much like how all the rest of my memories have faded. I tried to give myself a good long look in the mirror today, but I couldn't see my eyes behind my shades. For whatever reason, I just couldn't bring myself to take them off. Strange. Maybe in a past life I had some kind of debilitating mental disorder. Well, anyway, I feel like my journey starts today. I said goodbye to the friends I made here. I don't know if I'd really call them friends. I didn't know them that long. Their names are easy to remember, though, because I could just read their heads. I wish life were always that simple. On the plus side, I think I finally ditched those 3 weirdos that keep following me around. The bald one in particular really creeps me out. Whatever, I'm leaving now. Here's something I wrote to commemorate my journey. Falling down the hill, the fragile leaves of autumn, my life continues. Haiku. That's it. I was a poet the whole time. This is a jam. Hey, another scroll, and another tape. Jimmy gives it a listen. The Journey of a Nameless Monk, Chapter 2. Ah, to be out in nature. It's where men find themselves. The sound of peaceful streams and birdsong provide the perfect background for self-reflection. That's what they tell me anyway. Honestly, there's a lot of pollen in the air, and my nose doesn't know how to deal with it. I've been sneezing since I came to this stupid continent. At least there were dragons and stuff in the last one. I've got to get over myself. Got to try new things. Then maybe I'll find something that clicks. Something that reminds me of who I really am. All this nature is really making my creative juices flow. Here's one for you. Blue jay in the sky. Chirp, 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 chirp. Shut the hell up, dude. Haiku. That's how you do art. How's all my imagination levels coming along? 9, 16, 7, 15. Oh yeah, Red Bull Squawker's coming along nicely. 19 on the Grumble Bear, 11, 5. Okay. Triangle A, B, C. Oh, you can take their edges. That's right. That's funny. It winked out of existence. I turned it into a line and it disappeared. 900 XP. That's pretty nice. This guy. Burton? What's Burton doing here? Neither of them have anything to steal. Oh, no. It's immune to physical. High five a slime. Bleh. Wow! Shiny rubies and an angular suit. Good defenses. All those sharp edges hurt. Made of 100% geometry. Oh, it's you again. Let's see if I can hit him with pulverizing light. Just a little bit. Not enough to be meaningful. If I had Andrew use the mana burn, he could kill him in one shot, so consider that it. And now I can finally put on a passive. Antibodies, immune to sick. Don't need this anymore. Better on Lars. Yeah. I don't remember how you get to that light bulb, but it does seem familiar. I suppose I'll hit everything equally. Andrew definitely does help grind a lot faster. And they have access to just these really good AoE attacks. Hey, another scroll. And another. Take. Jimmy gives it a listen. The Journey of a Nameless Monk, Chapter 3. As I rest under the shadow of what I assume to be some kind of god, I think to myself, what will I find on my journey? The answer seems obvious. I'll find myself. Maybe I'll discover who I was, but even if I don't, I'll find out who I am. That was pretty deep thought. I'm glad I wrote it down. I wonder who this god is. Maybe I used to know. Maybe I used to praise it. Man, that would be awkward, because I really had to pee and the best place was behind the statue. I bet if I used to believe in a god, it was a really cool one. Like maybe I could control fire and run at the speed of light. That would be awesome. Here's something to demonstrate my feelings. Beautiful meadow, trees sprouting like green oceans, all burned before Thul. Haiku. Praise Thul. Even smelly. Squeeze behind there. focus. Thermal bomb. They're slapping me. Stop slapping. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, that has plenty of MP. Circle. That cloud was a circle. I do like that it also gives him attack, you know, in case you want to do a physical attack with Andrew. Good getting those defense levels. Gotta focus. Hey, another scroll, and another tape. Jimmy gives it a listen. The Journey of a Nameless Monk, Chapter 4. I must have taken a wrong turn. That cave is weird and freaked me out. I couldn't figure out what to do. I'm gonna have to double back to that statue and figure out what went wrong. Whoever's reading this, I wouldn't go in there if I were you. There are lots of pointy things. Maybe this will better illustrate what I mean. Shapes live in the cave. A triangle bit me, man. This place really sucks. Haiku. Three. Ah, symmetry. I gotta say, the numbers are really distracting. Napalm the triangles. I also like the idea of Jimmy doing a fierce roar as a blob. 1200 experience. That is pretty good. Truant? For how long? I see. One moment. Jimmy, add the numerators. No, the denominators have to be the same first. There's another dungeon that's even more anxiety-inducing than this. Gotta say, the money and experience is real good. The triangle bit me, man. This place sucks. 15 got solidified. The blob is leveling nicely. Six. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, he's done it. Right? Aha. Got him. Go over to Vampire real quick. Start leveling that. That is what you love to see. It's 4 triangles staring at you. They didn't quite all die. It happens. The levels are coming in hot and fast now. This was the good grinding spot for sure. Yeah, it took one of its edges. Got a cube. The interest is always so interesting because it's an enormous amount of, like, cash if you can make good use of it. It's just that the game is very good at having upgrades cost just about as much money as you probably have, so you're constantly broke. Ew! Attacks an appropriate number of times, I like that. I don't know. Discouraged, Jimmy. Something should be easy for smart as you. Well, with the school, I'm sure the gifted and program. Can you shake this, Andrew? It's funny, you don't get a dungeon like this for anyone else. Never do you see, like, Jimmy's memories of, like, Lars or Helga or even Buck. But you get one for Andrew. You get memories of Jimmy's memories of Andrew being very involved in Jimmy's education and being kind of frustrated that it isn't going as well as he had hoped. I know you're... Me too. And tired. What else do, Helga? Should we have another? Right. I never should said anything. So you see there, remember that Buck is the older brother, and he's obviously not academically gifted. But Jimmy, well, probably showed some potential. But maybe not enough potential. And so that leads to Andrew very inappropriately saying, well, we can just try again. Because he does see Jimmy as... Would it be too harsh to say failure? I mean, is that accurate? Hard to say. Certainly not everything he could be. Certainly not everything he himself already is. But of course, Andrew is an adult. Jimmy is an 8-year-old. Isn't he giving up on him awfully quickly? Maybe that's what Buck feels about him. That, you know, he gave up on me early. Yeah, it's simple arithmetic. If Andrew's giving up on Jimmy at 8, or at least considering doing so, you know, how long did he have, what kind of patience did he have with Buck? And, you know, why is Why is Buck so indifferent towards what happens to Andrew? It could be because at a similarly young age, Andrew gave up and, well, let's have another. Should be easy enough. Up until this point, because you've seen so little of Andrew, you kind of assume well from him. Buck doesn't like him, but Buck's not a great judge of character. But all you really know is that Helga is still very much in love with him. And, what you see from the greater family is really on Helga's side, and not Andrew's. You never really see Andrew's family. So you meet up with him, and he's immediately useful. He advances the state of the plot very rapidly, which makes you want to like him. It's like, all right, he's getting things moving. And then right afterwards, you see this. Well, maybe we should have another, or what more can we do? No, Jimmy, it's not like that. And now it's quite a lot more of a conflicted feeling you'd have towards him. Okay, I'm just gonna emergency exit. I need to, like, heal and get some stuff. The boss left, and none of us had the heart to follow him. I hope we meet him again one day. And he remembers everything. I want to talk to him about all the fun we used to have. Gotta kind of work myself into it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this for Jimmy just in case I want a magic build. I'm gonna get a second thermal bomb. Another, one of these. One of those. And start selling the low-level stuff. I mean, it's not worth a whole lot. Just be sure not to sell anything properly useful. I'm up to 10 marvelous coins. That's pretty nice. So, like, if I put him on the slingshot, he goes up to 73 magic attack. Like, that's pretty good. Give her the thermal bomb. And better, up to 58 magic attack. I mean, it's not great. That's like half of what Andrew has. But that could still be useful for clearing encounters. I think that's all I want to do with them. Oh, and I still need items. I still got 5k, so let's buy a few of those. I like to get myself up to 8 in case I find some as a drop, you know? It doesn't feel wasted. Feel the water. Calm your mind. One day you could reach enlightenment. I mean, behind you! Alright, well, I'm coming up on 4 hours, so I'm going to call it here. Made a lot of progress today. Smashed Turnbuckle, got through Jonathan's Happy Fun Forest, got through all of the all of Everchip. I forgot how short Everchip really is. But it's been good progress. It's still gonna be a good while. Definitely won't finish it on the next stream. Probably take at least 2 more to even beat the game, and then who knows how much more for post game, because that's really long. But it's been going well, and I still love the game. I'll see y'all's next time with Golden Treasure. Forgot what that